Follow the Mystic Path by Cherokee Billie. From all the different communications I have received over the past year, it seems like people are greatly confused about what happens after death. Everyone has a different belief, and we are all right and we are all wrong. To understand spirituality is like trying to encompass the ocean in a cup. You can't teach a baby algebra, and for us to understand and comprehend spirituality is about the same. We're all like babies in that we don't know all the answers. Many people cling to beliefs, and yet no one knows exactly what it's like to be on the other side until you are there. This is where faith comes in. Faith is believing without seeing. I know that there is life after death, and we just have to believe in it, and we will eventually be in spirit and see it firsthand. It does not matter what your beliefs are, or what term you use for God, the Great Spirit, Allah, or whatever, they all lead to the divine. It is an act of will, a decision, that's all, that starts a person on the mystic path of being one with the divine spirit. After the initiation, it is the events of the person's life and the voice in your gut that are the training, and the lessons. Seeing a pattern in the events of your life is seeing your path. The focus of your path is what you do, not what you believe. God wants you to think or believe in whatever motivates you ahead in your growth. It's not the dogma, it's the doing. Ignored lessons recur in ever harsher, more obvious forms. Transmuting the self-interest is enlightenment, is a victory for light over darkness to you, and to God it is His cleaner house. As time and events go by, you become less focused on your physical life and are more out there in your perspective. A lot of your work in this dimension and on this planet is done in the non-physical realms in your sleep. At some point you are trained by the events of your life to accomplish and support events for God's wills, sometimes by channeling them, sometimes just by simply being. You get to keep some of the talents you develop in the endeavor of supporting or accomplishing the events of God's wills. Psychic insight is often one of those abilities you keep. Gradually your willpower, is becoming God's will as you and God become one, and God's will is almighty, because He has His finger on the triggers of coincidence. So you gradually become able to make things happen. You create events non-physically. This is the great spiritual truth, and is the great work, the mystery. Being one with the divine spirit and giving up the petty part of your individuality is a net gain. The analysis of the events of your life in your physical readings with me clarifies what is really at issue in your life, and clarifies what your next step in spiritual growth or personal development is. When the issues are clarified, you waste less time on what is not so important. We humans have only so much time, so we go much farther with clear light on our path, one step at a time. This is where believing without seeing is critical. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Thank you for listening. This is Cherokee Billie.